the question for the day. Does ice cream and politics mix? We're going to find out from the Republican Club. I want to welcome Rogue Kendall and Pat Mincone back to the program.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Michael. That's great.
Ice cream goes with everything.
Let's
Let's just
no
be
kidding,
clear.
right? Let's be clear. If you add ice cream to something, it raises it up a notch, no matter what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to have an ice cream social August 16th, which is just around the corner. I know we're jumping right out of July, going to August, starting tomorrow.
Yeah. Yes, right.
Too
August 1st.
soon.
So tell us a little about what you guys got going on.
Well, we've been doing this ice cream social. It's kind of become our summer thing, Michael,
Okay.
because, you know, we have the meetings all year long. We kind of like a little more casual, relaxed atmosphere. So we had our last ice cream social 2 years ago. We had the college Republicans come. And our members loved it. We had about 7 or 8 students come, and they stood up in front of the room and they shared about what's going on the campuses. And our grandparents loved it because, you know, we know these young people are our future.
And it does make it more, right? Instead of going into a room where there's a dais and the lectern and that kind of thing, it does make it a little more social, as you say, you know. And people just kind of loosen up, they talk, and it's a more free kind of exchange of ideas and thoughts and conversation, right?
Yeah, because we want these meetings to be, you know, we have purpose with them, but we also want them to be fun and engaging and where they can get together and enjoy each other. So.
And campus kids coming out there talking about, and what are you guys talking to the Republican Club? What do they call the students of the campuses these days?
Young Republicans?
Young Republicans Club. That's the word I was
Young
looking for.
Democrats?
Young Democrats and Young Republicans Club. They have them on the. I remember my high school had both, you know, and then my college had both of those, and they'd be out there with their tables and talking to folks. So what are they talking about these days?
I think the main topic that we're talking about is how difficult it is to be a Republican on college campuses these days with the new, you know, woke ideology. It's kind of complicated these days.
Well,
So.
what do you think? What are they saying the challenges are?
Well, we're going to find out on the 16th.
Okay.
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet, but we're getting
they
there.
have challenges.
Isn't it, at its core, isn't either party's ideology kind of something that you want to share with folks who are non-believers, right? So you want to be able to say to folks who are undecided or maybe even a Democrat, you're not trying to convert that person, right? You're saying, hey, here's another side, here's another thing you want to talk about.
Yes.
And do you feel like that conversation, you can still have that conversation in campuses?
Well, I think we've heard
public?
that, you know, that's a great point. I mean, we you know, in our United States of America, in our Constitution, we want a sharing of ideas. We want that openness. But there's been a lot of censorship. There's been a lot of difficulty on the campuses. For instance, over the last maybe 10 years, they haven't been we've had a hard time, Republican students have had a hard time having conservative speakers come on their campus. They've been boycotted and they've had trouble.
Right,
So,
and a lot of times get shouted down. Now, sometimes, more rarely on the left side of their speaker, but they get shouted, a lot of times shouted down, which I got to tell you, no matter what side you're on, I hate that kind of thing when you're saying, I don't even want to hear the speaker, I want to hear nothing what that person says, instead of engaging in a conversation. I think that's the challenge.
That is.
yes.
And it's,
Or if they don't want to go, they don't have to go. But some people do want to hear it. So just the openness, the transparency, and you being on, you know, you're a professor yourself, so you know you want your students to have that ability.
I want to hear that.
To hear both
If
sides.
you don't understand the other side is saying, if you're not willing to listen to what the other side has to say, then how can you engage?
Yes.
I think that's the biggest challenge, I think.
So I think that's what they want. You know, Nick comes from Turning Point USA with Charlie Kirk, and Charlie Kirk is all over the United States, and he is, you know, helping get out the word to help get their word out.
Now, Nick is the Lincoln Club Institution president. Anybody want to take a chance on his last name?
I've been practicing.
Ro is the best at it.
Give it a shot.
I'm going to say Nick Vanden Neuvenhoff.
There we go. That's as close as any three of us are going to get to that.
And we've had him before. He's an impressive young man, but now he's bringing all these college kids.
Okay.
He's got great energy. He's just full of joy and light and happiness, and he's very attractive. You know, you're attracted to him.
He has a draw to him,
through
right?
that.
Certain charisma.
Yeah, he's got a great smile.
He's a good guy.
We had him a few months ago, so
I remember talking about him. Gosh, was it back in the June? Was it June?
I think it was
or
in March.
May? Was it
Yeah,
March?
in
Oh gosh,
March.
it's way
Earlier
back.
in the year.
March. I know. Time flies.
Time does fly. And so, what do you think his core stuff's going to be? Have you talked to him about what his core kind of message is going to be for the?
Well, we know that through his leadership and the Lincoln Institute, he is passionate about, teaching these young people. Where did I put it here? They're the future leaders of California. And he's been, in the past 3 years, the Lincoln Institute has directly been able to train, educate, recruit over 800 student activists, 44 student body presidents, and 32 different college campuses in 3 years.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive. So that's really what he's doing. And that's just in the state of California. That's not national.
Yeah.
So he's pretty impressive.
That is impressive. That's great.
Yeah.
So I see why you guys wanted about the ice cream social.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you guys have another, I think you're talking about elections and ballot elections and that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
as we get
What's your
into
message
swing,
there?
as we get into swing, Michael, we want to keep, the elections in front of our people. And we're having a second speaker, Michelle Morgan. She's a volunteer for United Sovereign Americans USA. It's a nonpartisan organization composed of entirely thousands of volunteers, grassroots citizens from across the nation, and they're working to ensure legally valid elections that are fair, accurate, trustworthy, and constitutional. So I'd like to read this one piece. I think it's off their website.
Sure.
Now Michelle will come. She's just going to give a brief presentation. They have a resolution that goes with it, and a couple weeks ago, she and the group brought the resolution to our city council. So they are going all over the county presenting to city council members, because we want to get our city council people on board to stand with us to ensure that we have valid, legally valid elections. So I'll just read this one paragraph. Being American is a big responsibility. A country founded in liberty and conceived in justice is only as durable as its citizens are dedicated. United Sovereign Americans give all Americans who value our enlightened system a way to engage and unify in protecting it. So most Americans want to protect it and they want to have confidence.
Sure. Yeah, and I guess the challenge there, or the understanding, is there what city council is going to say? No, we're against free and fair elections. I think it's right. So I mean, it's kind of one of those things where you're having that kind of statement just be read at these events, or the city council
it's
meetings,
read
those kind
there.
of things.
Yeah.
Kind
And
of
they're given a
that?
copy, and then they're asked to stand with them.
Yeah.
So it's not a mandate. It's an invitation.
It's raising
And a
awareness.
request.
Really
Yeah.
raising awareness about everything that's wrong with our voter rolls, the ballot harvesting. I mean, there's so much wrong with our system right now that is actually unconstitutional.
Okay. Well, I mean, those are claims, and I don't want to say that. I don't want to present anything as facts. Those are certainly some claims, and the other side would have other claims on that area too, in terms of that. So I don't want to. I want to lay anything out as this is a fact or this has been proven and certainly adjudicated or something like that, because those things never actually got to that point, which is one of the realities of the past election, and again the concern about our free and fair elections, like you're
So
talking
we're
about.
going forward. We're going forward, and this
Right.
group and organization is dedicated to doing that.
Okay, well,
So,
terrific.
yeah.
Well, I would thank you guys for coming on, and it's
You're
going to
welcome.
real quick. Ice cream social. Make sure you get it up there again. Everybody come out there. Members $10, guests $12. There's going to be ice cream everywhere. All you can eat. Give you some great conversations with some young Republicans talking about what they're doing on campuses and things like that. Make sure you get out there and enjoy it.
Thank you, Michael.
Pat and Rue, thank you guys so
You're
much
welcome
for
to
joining
come.
us. I
Thank
know.
you.
Oh, so much ice cream. Can you next time just bring the ice cream here, and we'll do that while we have
That's
the
okay
conversation.
too.
Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you.
Thank you.
When we come back, we're going to preview the weekend movies and a ticket giveaway for a pageant of the Masters. Stay with us.